Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is On the Anvil, episode 138. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We share our development process with you, and we might just give you a glimpse of the future. This is the show where we never have any technical difficulties. But no matter what happens, we're going to spend the next 2 hours enjoying a frosty beverage, talking tabletop, and hanging out with you wonderful folks. Welcome.
Hey, we're back. Yeah, we're back.
Woo!
I think everything is good so far. I'm desperately searching for anything that is wrong with this. I don't think anything's wrong, so I think we're all good. Hey, everybody, how are you doing?
Woo!
So
Hey, Matt's here.
Matt's here. Yeah, Mercer. You can't just say Matt in this
Sneaky.
community.
Skeletor for Prez Matt.
Yeah.
Troll. Yeah, I gotta use the right name.
That's fair.
So what are we doing tonight?
Well, we're gonna be doing some building.
Woo!
With Starforge, kind of like what we've been doing like fairly recently. Still smeared cheese on the mic or something? Is there something wrong with the mic? Does it sound like there's cheese on the mic? What's that for?
Wait, so what what happened last week while we were gone? We should get a lowdown.
I checked in for a bit of it because we were back at the hotel when it was happening.
Yeah, you and Mace were like sitting around the laptop laughing at Tyler, as I recall.
Oh, we were roasting him.
Yeah.
It was great. And we had to book it, but yeah. Tonight we're building for we've been doing a lot of compatibility stuff. And we're gonna have 2 compatibility videos out by the end of the campaign, basically. One of them was shot today, and we're making the build for the second one right now.
Tomorrow.
They're kind of some what did I say? Did I say for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I said something wrong, and that's why.
No.
Okay.
Flying by the seat of our pants, the usual.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
Which is dangerous in space. So yeah, we're doing kind of like a mega compatibility build, more or less. It's gonna go through a bunch of stuff. And then hey, if you didn't know, there's a whole photo gallery of compatibility shots out there that we aren't even gonna have videos for, but just a ton of photos. They were taking them all last week while we were gone at the convention. And then
there's some heavy hitters in there, dude.
Yes,
It's dynamite.
there's some really good stuff. Seems like she would have messed with your setup somehow. Is everything shifted a few inches left except for one thing? That's a good Office reference. What I do know happened is while I was gone, Ray changed it so that my computer, all the update sounds are replaced with farts. So that's
amazing.
So that happened. That's one thing that was changed. There might be more that I'm not aware of. I don't know.
So we're gonna answer your questions on Starforged. We're gonna build. We're gonna see if we can discover any fart sounds on the soundboard. And what else are we doing tonight? Any?
Let me just check and make sure this one is. Okay.
that reverb.
That was a lot louder than I expected it to be. I'm sorry, guys. The desktop audio was way higher than I expected it to be. That's extremely loud. I didn't realize it was going to be that loud.
Just blew out.
We're
giving away some.
That got changed.
We're giving away some money.
Twice actually. What? We are doing because of you wearing headphones. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I didn't realize. Okay, so they turned the desktop audio up a lot while we were gone. That's one thing that happened. I'm sorry.
There's gonna be other landmines we'll discover through the course of this evening. It's gonna be great.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Man. Okay. I was hoping that he would have replaced the fart sound with like a Windows update sound. I thought that would have been like the.
He would have swapped one for the other, and
that's what I was hoping for.
Turns out, no.
Yeah. So because we had like 2 canceled streams, we're basically going to be giving away 2 gift cards tonight, and then 2 in the stream on Friday. To make up for it. So 2 $50 gift cards we're going to be giving away at the not break. We never break. We never stop here.
Well, you're just going to have to find out when. Just
yeah.
You know what we should do? We should really mess with people and do them at like odd times.
That's what people are saying. You should do it right at the beginning or right at the end.
Keep it lively.
Yeah.
You never know. You have to stay tuned live to find out when.
Yeah.
We don't know when.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. And that's basically it. We got some general news to go over. We have some Lowtown test shots to show as well. We got a lot of Lowtown test shots now.
So buckle up. If it's your first time, hop on in. You're welcome to chat, interact with us. We love all of it.
I promise
Just be nice to everybody.
any future fart sounds are going to be a lot quieter. I've put the desktop audio back down to where it's supposed to be. I don't even know why they would have messed with desktop audio. I don't know why that was a setting that they even would be touching. Whatever.
Yeah.
Need to make a Dwarven Forge hearing aid now. Well, it'll last forever.
It'll be a miniature hearing.
Miniature. Yeah.
It'll be hearing aid for miniatures.
Yeah.
32 millimeter scale. Though. It'll be large, like
all right.
heroic.
Let's get this news out of the way.
It's the...
Where's the news? Okay, it's here.
News!
Tyler's lava screwed up and probably just cranked all the volumes. Oh, did they have lava issues?
What's in the
That could have
news?
been it. So they might have just messed with the volumes on a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah, I should have. Yeah, well. Hey, so the news. Okay, so we're just gonna real quick lightning round through the other stuff we got going on that's non-Starforge, because we'll just cover all the Starforge stuff while we're talking tonight normally. So only desktop mic picking things up. Oh, that's rough. I thought well, things happen. Not my problem.
True.
It was a while ago.
It was last week.
It was a while ago. I wasn't here. Not my problem. Wildlands Reforged. Everything should be shipped by this point. If you
Can
don't,
you believe it?
Can you believe it?
We're early.
She's beautiful, but she's dying.
Oh,
You don't know that reference.
No.
That's fine. Wildlands Reforged. Everything shipped early. You should have a shipping notification by now. I don't believe it's all delivered necessarily. There's a couple overseas things where like customs held it up a bit or whatever. If you haven't gotten a shipping notice by now, let us know. Just contact customer support and we'll figure that out. We did have like 3 people who didn't actually finalize their stuff in Pledge Manager yet. So, hey, you might be one of those 3 people if that's the case. Outside of that, like it should all at least be on the way. I know there were like 2 people who just got their stuff like today overseas. So yeah, it should all at least be out.
Is en route.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't do your part and give us your address.
Yeah, which, in that case, like we'll work it out. If you're not getting your stuff, just contact us and we'll sort it out.
But ideally do it before April 16th.
Mhm.
Because April 16th, what happened?
On April 16th, that's when we're planning to put Wildlands Reforged stuff into the store. And so hopefully all the rest of the shipping, everybody who hasn't gotten their stuff yet, it should be there well before then. They'll give you guys time to mess around with it, see what other stuff you want to get. We're planning to April 16th at noon. I think it's a Tuesday, or is it a Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Cool. We'll have just gotten back from our post-campaign break, and we're going to put it in then. It was kind of that thing where it's like, well, we're going to be leaving for a little bit after the campaign's over. We don't want to like launch products while the team is down and all that. So
in case something goes awry.
Yeah, so we're going to do it when we all get back on the 16th. Also, the restock that was coming for March not only got delayed, we found out that they couldn't actually fit it all into one container. And so
we discovered when it arrived, right? They didn't tell us.
Yeah. So the plan currently is that restock got split up into 2 containers on delays. And so the first restock is going to go up. The first container is going to go up end of April is the current plan. Second container is going to go up in May, depending on when it gets here. We're not sure when in May yet. You can see, you can see the split on the containers if you check the Dwarven Forge site. Go to the restock tab at the top. They're both listed there. Yes.
And the restock list for Wildlands is up, so you can wish list the stuff you want.
Yeah, I believe everything in the Wildlands Reforged stock, including like both the new and the currently existing configurations, are all up there. Yep, 4 stump lumps, all that stuff's there. So yeah, so if you go there, like the entire Wildlands Reforged, which, man, that's 72 painted sets, 73 unpainted sets. Wildlands Reforged was actually a much bigger project than we expected it to be.
Well, it's, you know what? Wilderness is expansive.
It's a good thing. Well, it's, we kept blowing through stretch goals, and it was like, well, okay, well, what's another set that people want back?
Let's have this.
Yeah, so that was nice. We literally got through to the point where we're like, there's just literally nothing left for us to add, which is like, hey, it should set us up to keep wilderness like well stocked. Hopefully only a couple things sell out on the first day, if anything, and then we can just slowly restock things over time and keep a pretty solid stock.
Well, this restock will be a test of that
Mm-hmm.
of those capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes. What else we got in the news?
Did the restocks? We did Wildlands Reforged. I think it's basically it. Hey, if you are watching and you met us from Adepticon and you entered the raffle there, we just drew the winners today, and we're gonna email the winners of the raffle tomorrow.
Ooh.
So if you're curious about that, you should
6
hear.
winners, right?
Yeah, if you won, you should hear tomorrow, basically. 6 winners, 3 for Starforged, 3 for the web store,
Woo.
basically.
We should we talk about Adepticon? Sort of a post
Might as well.
segment.
Might as well.
So we were at Adepticon last week. Feels like a year ago already. It was amazing. We got to meet a bunch of you there. Well, at least 3 of you there. Stargazing Kiwi and McGregor. It was awesome to see you guys in person. I ran into Stronghold in the airport.
In the airport, yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a sticker. Also it was kind enough to just let me sit and quietly enjoy dinner because I was so shell shocked from talking to people nonstop for like
Were you
4
tired for
days.
some reason?
Yeah, I don't know why I was there. And then the plane was sat on the tarmac for an hour. Anyway, it was awesome. DEFCON was like
your plane
was
got
that
delayed?
thing. It was what?
Your plane got delayed?
Once we were on it, it was overbooked, and there was a family of 6
Why are
that
they
only had
allowed to
5
do that?
tickets, but they couldn't get on because they didn't have enough tickets, and then it was a whole thing.
Why are they allowed to do? Why is overbooking a thing that's allowed to happen?
Then they started doing an auction. They're like, if you get off, we'll
You
give
know-
you $800. We'll give you $1,000. We'll give you $1,200, $1,500. I was like, I'll get off. My kids will murder me if I came home a day late.
You know the maximum number of seats on that plane. Why are you
Yeah,
allowed to sell more tickets than there are seats on that plane?
It was.
Okay. Yeah.
But forget traveling. It was awesome, right? Like that.
Yes.
DEFCON was really fun.
It's the kind of con, a lot like Unplugged, where it's just kind of like, we should be here. Like, just this is where the people who are going to be most interested in our product are like concentrated.
Well, everybody knows terrain.
Yes.
Everybody's making stuff. Everybody's excited. Everybody's pushing toy soldiers around. Like it is like so good. And everybody's painting stuff, and like
Yes.
it's just like, whoa. I got to see Stargazing Kiwi's pictures of his paints. Like, guy's
He's
no joke.
a phenomenal
Yeah.
painter. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He
Like-
posted a bunch of his city stuff in the
We're
Discord.
both elf
after.
so we could
Mhm.
be excited.
I think it's what I think he runs. Yeah, he's got
Lumineth.
he's got
and now
Lumineth
Cities.
and then cities. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cool. Really, really nice to see folks there. It's nice to, it's also really fun to just show A, all of our stuff in general, and B, show Starforged to people that didn't know it, and like just sort of watch the light bulbs go off. I'm like, wow, like, seeing Dwarvenite, seeing it hand painted, seeing it all works, flipping the pieces around, showing 360. Like,
Mhm.
it was really nice to get, because you don't get, when you put the stuff out on the internet, you don't get the same level of feedback. Like, seeing people experience it is very fulfilling.
It's the thing we talk about a lot, which is just the best way to get somebody to understand the product is to let them get their hands on it.
You literally hand them a big old escarpment right when they get into the booth, and they go, "Oh wow, this is
and just that, and when we're talking to people, because often with like Gen Con and some other cons that we do, we'll be dealing with people who have been playing D&D on dry erase mats or flat maps or something like that for a long time, and so they're talking about going from that to terrain, and it's like their first terrain experience. And so that's like one kind of conversation we're having. With Adepticon, we're dealing with a lot of people who have been building Scratch or using 3D printed stuff, or clipping stuff off of sprues and stuff like that. And so the conversations are just very different, because a lot of it is like when we say like, like the fact that the stuff is pre-painted like means a lot more to the average person at Adepticon than the average person at like Gen Con, because
the fact that it's Dwarvenite.
Because the people at
break,
the people at
it's gonna
Adepticon, because the people at Adepticon have been like having to craft and make their own terrain for a long time.
And paint it,
Uh-huh.
like, so they're very happy to. And a lot of folks also will look at it and go, you know what? Like sometimes at Gen Con or something, people say, oh, well, I could just 3D print that out. People at Adepticon go, you know what? I do have a 3D printer, I'm going to print stuff, but I want to get all the base stuff here, and then I'll print out the things I need that are the special bits, because I know how long and how expensive it is to actually print all this stuff and paint it, whatever. So like, this is perfect. This gets me in my bulk, and then I'm going to print these 4 cool showpiece things to spice it up. And like, it's just a perfect crowd for this.
Yeah, we made contact with a lot of cool people, and you know, it's a situation where I don't think it's going to be a ton of like instant conversion like thing where they just like immediately go and buy a ton of stuff. Although there are a couple people who were definitely doing that, but I think for a lot of it, it's like now if they see it brought up later, or they have a conversation where somebody brings us up, or they see an ad or something, it's like, oh, like I remember that the experience I had there. I have like an actual experience with this thing and an actual like kind of firsthand knowledge of what this stuff feels like and how it works and all that. It's just prepping people to like understand our product better, because that's the hardest thing to understand. Is like, it's difficult when you're just using pictures to convey the value, like what our terrain does and like why it is different than the other options that are out there.
You can't convey heft in a picture. You can't convey the real scale, like, until you see it, the detail. Like, it's that, it's also just how fun it is to build. Like, it's
The thing we heard after Wildlands was, even with the people who were like watching all the streams and videos and everything, when they got the escarpments, they were like, I just genuinely was not actually prepared for how large these escarpments are.
Beefy boys.
Yeah.
Also, the vendor, there's a lot of camaraderie among the vendors.
Yes.
Because it was smaller, right? There's no eBay there. There's no Sony. There's no like big thing. So it's sort of everybody's kind of at the same scale, and just,
you're dealing with almost entirely like smaller creators in the space, and then GW, but
they're kind of, they don't even feel like they're part of the vendor thing. They're their own.
They literally weren't in the vendor hall this time. They were allowed to have like they had. Their booth was in like the tournament area instead of in the vendor hall, and I think that was because Adepticon's been growing and they've been getting like more. Because when we went 2 years ago, Games Workshop just had like a massive setup like in the back of the vendor hall, and so the first day, like, because we were on the same row as Games Workshop, and so like the first day was literally just the people we were talking to was people who were in line for Games Workshop, that like for their like convention exclusive, that were like just going all the way down the row, and they were just stuck in a line by our booth, so they were just looking at our stuff.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So it was really fun. Thanks for everybody that came out and said hi.
Yes.
And I can't wait for next year. My only regret is I didn't get to play any games.
Me either. But it's the if we bring a larger crew, it's possible.
Yeah.
We did bring, like, we brought Relic Blade and Free Blades minis, and Hamster and I were like, yeah, maybe we'll get some games in. No.
There's a lot. Well, there was the quantity and quality of people at the booth was very high. So it was just like nobody wanted to leave because there's just a nice stream of folks coming in.
We were afraid of if we were needed for something, and everybody there was just like, especially with Starforge going on, there was a lot of like, especially with Starforge going on, there was just a lot of like not wanting to leave.
No.
Nate's quiet. I'll boost him a little bit.
Boosted. All right, should we look at the?
Let's look at the test shots.
Any questions about Adepticon before we do? Well, we're going to test shot.
Elric is bringing up that the Port of Baltimore is going to be closed for a while. And maybe,
we don't go through.
We don't go through Baltimore, but what they're saying is that other ports on the East Coast will have to take that.
The overflow.
Yeah. So we use like New York, but there's likely going to be people redirected up to New York.
We had a very important late-breaking question. Did we get Italian beef?
Oh, yeah.
Did we ever? And deep dish and Benihana's.
Yeah, we did deep dish. Yeah, Benihana's, the Chicago staple. We got it. Yeah, we got
to experience hibachi for the first time.
We went to Portillo's, and we did the wet beef and the cake shake.
Oh man.
And the massive goblet of beer.
They take a piece of cake and put it in a milkshake and blend it. It's
mind blowing.
And then a giant chalice of beer. And it's like,
it's the worst thing you can do, and I adore it. We did what else? Oh yeah, we did Culver's. I hadn't done Culver's before. But that was Hamster's first
That was the
hibachi experience. Was
It was
going to
awesome.
Benihana's.
It was super fun.
It was very fun to.
Being there with Hamster it made it a delightful like.
Well, 'cause it was so funny because he's just like, yeah. Yeah, he said there every time the chef did like any of the classic like hibachi things, Hamster's just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's very good.
But Hamster likes food. Hamster likes entertainment. Food and an entertainment one. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It was a
He
good
lost his
time.
mind when we went to Culver's too. But yeah, so Lowtown news. Yeah, we'll get into Lowtown news very quick. We got a bunch of test shots to show you. Did Hamster catch the shrimp? He didn't throw shrimp around this time.
No, but he gave Hamster the extra shrimp because it was 2 weeks after his birthday.
Hope you guys can make it next year. We're planning to do it. Yeah, we already signed up for next year, actually.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a bigger booth for next year. But we'll see how that goes. But we already signed up for next year, so we will be there.
Yeah.
How many games did you buy? Okay. So I bought into a couple. Not all of them are miniatures games. I bought 5 parsecs, which is just a book.
Okay.
It's miniature
Just a little-
agnostic.
and a
so
small
that's,
book. Like,
and hey, we're going to be playing 5 parsecs on Friday.
Right.
I'm very excited about it. That's the Friday stream. I bought into Bushido. I got like a warband for Bushido because Hamster bought 3 warbands 2 years ago when we were at Adepticon. And he hasn't assembled any of them. So I got mine. I've already started assembling it to try and force him to get a warband together so we can start playing Bushido because it looks really sick. I got another warband and then a couple extra units for the warbands we already have for Free Blades and expanded that. And got 2 core sets for the Fallout skirmish game. Because I was like, hey, you know what? If we combine Lowtown with the pipes and catwalks,
boom.
that's basically Fallout. So got those. And then did I buy anything else?
Hamster got a couple of big boxes of Middle Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Got that. I feel like every time I turn around, you guys were like shuttling boxes back into the booth. So,
It was he held out until the last day, and then the last
Yeah.
day he like came back because he's like, well, the last day is when they discount everything.
no.
So he came back with just massive boxes. It's like, all right, let's go.
There's so much cool stuff there.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I think that might be. See, Culver's definitely the highest class of fast food. I'd never been, and it was interesting. Butterburger, honestly, for a fast food burger, pretty good fast food burger. Got pizza at this place called Sparrow. Not sure what people see in Chicago pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Totally.
I think that is everything we got. If you have more questions, we'll take them throughout the stream. But for now, let's get into the Lowtown test shots.
You know what was cool too about Adepticon was just seeing all the things people built. Like there were so many cool tables, custom. People built all these just really neat things out of all sorts of materials, foam and whatever, floating volcanoes and floating rocks and nuclear reactors and just cool boards across the boards. Like there was 1,000 boards of terrain there. Everybody built something. It was really inspiring.
I think they
Right.
broke my chair while we were gone.
No.
Oh well.
All right, you ready?
Should I go to a
test shots?
Should I go to Adepticon or Gen Con?
Adepticon.
It depends on what you're more into. Yeah, I mean, both of you can do it. They have different focuses. So what I would say is it depends on like what you're more interested in.
So we got more test shots for Lowtown. So test shots are once they make the mold, they put they do 2 castings and send them to us to make sure everything's great before, if they need any adjustments before they go into full production. And look at this, we had to ask for 2 more with the floral because I think we showed this originally on stream and it wasn't fitting right. So they made adjustments instead. So we asked for 4 copies so we could make the circle. And look, we got a floral circle. And hold it together with biscuits.
We did it.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the full sniper.
Of course, I should try it with the
Nice. Wow, it works perfectly.
yeah, it's flawless. Should try it with the light puck, huh? I didn't think about that.
We can grab one.
Yeah, where was it? I was just looking at it. I don't know. But
The one that we used at Adepticon probably isn't unpacked yet.
no, nothing like. There's an 85-pound suitcase of Castle.
And it can
sitting
sit
there.
wherever it wants.
Yeah. Yeah, fun fact, we checked all the Dwarvenite was just, we threw them in suitcases and just checked everything. On the plane. Delightful, what is it? Shadow. I'm gonna move you just a sprinkle.
I don't know what's going on. Floral of infinite uses. Are those biscuits
Yeah.
loose on the floral, or is that how they'll fit?
Is the what?
They're asking if the biscuits are loose on the floral, or if that's how they'll fit.
that's pretty good. Let's see.
So the nice thing is they release a lot easier than when we were using our prototypes because it's a soft plastic instead of a hard plastic.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is it won't kill your hands the way it was killing ours when they were hand cast resin prototypes. Can you show us the biscuit remover tool yet? Have we gotten a prototype of the tool
We
yet?
got an early prototype that didn't fit, and I don't remember if we've gotten a newer one.
Okay. We'll definitely show you when we've got it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need it, but we'll see.
There's gonna be some people where there's gonna be situations where there are gonna be people who just are gonna need it. So it'll be useful to have.
This is triple anchor magnets too. We got look at this guy. We got big old diagonal boy, and these are all unpainted except this is painted.
Yeah, you got
This is
one
an
painted
older
door.
set. The new test shots are unpainted.
Biscuit issue here just seems to be from the geometry of the floor. Is there a biscuit issue?
Well, it's just it has lateral, like if you turn it sideways, they pop out because it's going sideways. If that makes sense.
Fair.
Like it's the shearing, like they're not good against shearing. They're good for like this
They're good
way.
for
Like,
they're good
not
from perpendicular
sideways.
force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
And
the
when you
thing
push
is
the corners,
they're meant to stop gravity, not you punching the building.
which I'd like to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
But it should
Little diagonal
Yeah.
fits into big diagonal. Spooning.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are people. The main reason we did the biscuit removal tool is because there are people who have like nerve damage or something,
Yeah.
where the gripping or operating pliers just wouldn't really be feasible.
Accessibility option if you need it. Don't think you'll need it, but if you do, we have it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do we even show the little? Have we seen the diagonal wall?
I can't remember what we've seen at this point. We've got 200
Yeah.
pieces. Like there's 200 of these.
Something. Yeah. So these guys nestle together. Oh, this is the other one. We put the diagonal with the scaffolding.
Does the diagonal have a little bookcase in there? Yeah, the diagonal that was in the campaign as well. The fancy, not fancy, but like the details on the walls of the diagonal. Yeah, the bookcases.
Yeah, Eli sculpted these nice little bits in there.
Lowtown painting videos we're not going to shoot them until we're done with the videos for Starforge basically. Cuz we don't really need them until the stuff starts going out to people.
I mean, I guess maybe if people wanted to stock up on paints before they arrive, but we'll get them closer to.
Yeah. So we definitely I wouldn't expect it before like June at the earliest. But they won't take that long to put together. But we'll have those videos ready well before shipping.
It's the lion arch paint sample.
God, it looks nice.
And it's not warped.
Little
Nice.
gold detail on the top makes sense.
The prototype was all janky. Yeah, it's the fun.
The prototype was tough.
Woo!
Having to like engineer those things. I'm glad we got a better prototype. Like, we got a better prototype strategy for Starforge.
Starforged has been just life changing. Dangle.
Don't remember it. Wild. To be fair, Jeffrey, there's like a lot of, like I said, like there's
A lot of
like there was
pieces
like
from a lot of
200
sides.
pieces. There were like 200 pieces in that campaign with a ton of different details, and so it's very understandable to just not have picked up on or retained all of them. 'Cause there was a lot of stuff there.
Gilded Poison is saying this is getting them excited for Lowtown, and it's the same for us. Like when we forget about these pieces until like the test shots come in, and then you're like, oh man, remember this thing? Oh wait, that one. Oh, it's like
Well, because that's the weird thing about just like this production process is after the campaign, like most of the team is just kind of done working on it. Like it's like almost everything from that point on is done by the factory, and all we really do is kind of just communicate with them. They send us like the test shots, and or tell us like what adjustments we need or whatever, and like
it's Tyler basically just going back and forth.
yeah,
mostly, and then paint team's got to check the paint samples and things, whatever. But basically, we're cooking on whatever the next things are, and then you forget until the stuff arrives, and then it's really exciting.
Especially when it's a project of this size where it takes this long to do it.
Yeah.
The only one constantly going back to landmark and district videos? Probably not. I'm sure there's more people. I think we get a comment on them every now and then.
Really?
Yeah. I've ran into over a dozen encounters since Cult where I really needed scaffolding and balconies. Very excited. Which is funny because it's one of those things that, one of the things we would hear when we were starting the campaign was nobody needs this. And I think it was really just that because something like Lowtown didn't exist, I think people just didn't think about the situations where they would use something like that. But now that like we've got these pieces to play with, I don't know, it changes the way that I think about like urban encounter design and stuff.
I want them immediately. Like as soon as they know they exist, I'm like, oh yeah, I need that.
What percent of pieces have you received or approved test shots for?
Almost everything.
Yeah, we're close on the test shots.
We haven't seen the dormer,
Tyler has
LED
a
dormer
running-
window, the battle board.
Tyler does like a
handful more.
percentage.
Yeah.
He includes like a percentage update in every
Yes, the
monthly
next
update.
production update will have some percentages.
Yeah, because we're gonna have a low 10 update in a couple days. Which we gotta get on that.
Yeah, Tyler's on it. He's taking pictures.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll have an update in a couple days, and Tyler's gonna give like the updated percentages in that. But yeah, we were close to done with the test shots before Lunar New Year, and then now that they're back and making stuff again, we're making progress.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So excited. Can't wait to tell you that it's shipping.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be.
Colt's shooting for August delivery now.
Yeah.
I believe so. Again, Tyler's the one that like has the most.
That's the estimate. Once again, we won't know until they get through all the casting and all the painting and all the packing, and it gets on the water and it doesn't run into any bridges or anything on the way, and gets through all the canals and gets to it.
By the time that we're shipping this, I'm hoping that the Baltimore port is back in action.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like I'm sure there will be like a ripple effect for a while, but I'm hoping that by then things will have kind of evened out.
Wait, we didn't do this.
So yeah, August is what we're hoping. But again, like the thing that's frustrating with it is, like we know the factory's working on it. We don't have a ton of control over how fast it goes. We've got a general read on how quickly they're getting those things done. But we don't.
Well, it takes what it takes. Like you can't make it go.
And we don't know if a mold is going to end up having a problem or something. Like if a test shot's going to come back with issues, we don't know until we get the test shot. And so then when that happens, it's like, okay, well, that's going to add a little bit of time to it. But we only find out about those things basically when they come up. But since we're almost done with the test shots, we should be, because they've been producing the pieces that are fully approved.
Yeah, they're casting away.
So there's already.
It's just there's a lot of pieces.
Yes. So there's already some sets then that are actually probably done, because they've had some paint masters approved for a while too.
Yep. Yeah, they're cooking.
Yeah. So. Like the factory has like several different wings to it, or like departments, and they're always. They're always working on whatever they can, so they're painting whatever pieces have been approved. But it's not like they pull painters over to go work on molds or anything.
No, it's all different.
Yeah.
Different departments. All right, let's go into space. Go into the future.
Yeah. If anybody has any other Lowtown questions, feel free to ask, and we will handle them to the best of our ability. And for that, but outside of that, let's go to the compatibility building. And we'll talk about the general. God, the slot on the narrow window looks very good.
These little.
It's nice having factory precision. Just seeing all that stuff. I was building with CBS for Adepticon, and again, just getting like when things are just like a millimeter off when you're making buildings, it's really rough. And just seeing everything like work like fit perfectly snugly with Lowtown is really really nice.
All right, let me put these away.
Do the curved cages from Plague Sun have the same radius as the floor? Oh, we did this during the campaign. What was the answer? I think they were slightly smaller. so it would fit inside.
Yeah.
I think they fit. I think without the barricades, without the railings on, I think they fit just inside.
We definitely did it, and I can't remember. I think it fits in, but not with the railings, I believe.
I think it's in the Flortal video we made.
Yeah. Yeah, because people remember that stream. We did a
stream
and you guys were like, stick this thing in there, stick that thing in. What if you have these? It was like a kitchen sink sort of scenario.
Yeah, we did that stream where it was just everybody asking us like if like how many things could they throw into the Flortal basically.
Before we start building, are there any burning questions
about what?
About Starforge that we need to hit, or should we start building and answering questions while building?
We had a full fill the portal with everything. Yes, it's a good stream.
It was really like, what else can we put there?
What time does the campaign end on Tuesday?
7 p.m. I think.
7 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Yeah. Is it listed on the? I think it's listed on the campaign. Let me see. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's listed on the learn more. What's the phrase? The box that's next to the gallery photos at the top of the page. There's a learn more button on it. If you click on that, it'll show you details like when it's ending and all that. And then I think as we get near the end in the final 24 hours, whatever, I think it changes to a countdown as well, but I'm not sure. You missed the Dome stream. Same thing happened. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. As soon as you show a new thing, everybody comes up with ideas on how to test it.
Will all of it combine into a giant mech? Yeah, we've done some stuff like that. You can do little mech builds.
Around with make a little robot.
The domes are stretch goals, yes. Which we may have. Tell you what, when we hit the in the next couple of days, we're gonna hit this LED wall stretch goal, and when that happens, we're gonna talk to you about the rest of the pieces.
Yep. Well, here's our we're trying to. Honestly, I think we may take a little hit on those because we really want to make the dome in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we may just subsidize it a little bit. I don't know. It's an internal discussion, but fundamentally we want to complete the collection, right? Those are the last two things we really need to complete the collection. So we want to figure it out. So because also I'm pretty confident we'll go over where we need to be in the pledge manager. So I'd rather kind of unlock them now so we know we have them and get over where we need to be in the pledge manager because we need to have them. But we'll sort it out. There's a few discussions that need to be had.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get this LED unlocked soon. Well, we're close. We were only like 30K away or something, right?
Yeah, we've been picking up some more steam the last couple of days. In fact, actually, I was just looking at the page 2 minutes ago and I looked away. I just glanced back and we got another backer, another like
Woohoo!
$400 or something.
Backer.
So it's happening. Welcome, backer. You're probably not watching the stream, but if you are, hey, thank you. Hi.
25K. Tony wants 2 cockpits. That does help.
Mm-hmm. A minimum of 4 full domes when they unlock as well. Oh man.
4 domes, amazing. And the domes are, I think we did 2 packs or 4
it's a
packs.
2-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be accessible. Because you can use them just as singles. You can use pairs. You can use 4.
Yeah, like the Flortal, they do more than make like the full thing. Like even having just 2 will let you do some stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of become like a really fancy corner.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They can be a really fancy corner with just one of them. They can be like a cool bay window style thing. They can do a lot of stuff, and we will go hard into it when we get to them.
Let's talk about what we're doing here. Unless there's burning are there burning questions? No. Oh, simple question. In a collection of pipes only, essentially, what would be the best pipe pack to add to the mega pack? That's not a simple question at all. What do you want to build?
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to.
If you want to go high, I'd get the pylon with the pylon elevation pack. If you want to do long runs, I'd get more straights. If you want to do fun technical runs, I'd get the core.
The core is what's going to give you more curves.
If you want to, you might get the stairs pack if you want to have it like super playable and do a bunch of catwalks with it, like stairs pack. Yeah, it kind of depends on what you want to. You know what? Actually, no, it is very easy answer. The best thing to add to if you want to get like the perfect toolbox of pipes and catwalks, starting with the pipes and catwalks mega pack, the perfect thing to add is the second mega pack. Because then you have
Perfect.
places.
Uh,
It's perfect. That's the answer. Done. 2
I
megapacks.
think the stairs, personally. It really depends on what you're trying to do. Actually, there's a bit of news I realized we forgot about.
Oh, what?
Masaki Yuma is asking, does Dwarven Forge sell a lot of sewer sets? It's one of my favorite biomes they make, and it always looks amazing in compatibility builds. We actually have some news regarding the sewer sets.
Although it's not 100% confirmed, but it's speculative.
We have a poll. We have a soft idea to float the audience.
Well, you know what they're gonna say? Should we get puppies? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah, we can tell them, but it's not. It hasn't actually happened yet.
Yeah. It hasn't actually happened. We're seeing if we can do it. We're exploring it.
Anybody here like sewers?
Yeah. Anybody here like sewers? Does anybody hate their sewers tipping over because there's a number of narrow pieces and no magnets on the bottom? Does anybody hate that?
Yeah. Anybody like magnets? Somebody already guessed it.
Yeah. The first thing we brought up sewers was because people ask for them to be magnetized all the time. Yeah. The factory actually asked us. They're like, "Do you want us to magnetize these?" And because we were putting a restock order through for the magnets. And they asked us. They're like, "Do you guys want to just like magnetize these?" And so Jay asked us, and we're talking about it, it's like we were planning on like doing it in like a Reforge campaign or something, but we're like, "Oh, when will that ever happen?" It's like, well, what if we just do it? What if we just
do it?
We sell enough of these sets. What if we just like eat the cost, redo the molds, and like just magnetize the set?
So hopefully that's gonna happen. We will we'll sort it out.
It will raise the price a bit. And we're still figuring out exactly what that looks like. And we'll still need to like kind of sell out the unmagnetized sets to like so that we can not have 2 listings. But yeah, we are looking at magnetizing the sewers. Yeah.
Well, we will see.
Sell magnet packs again. Did we used to sell magnet packs? Oh, I guess for KS5
fell out. But the problem is these required thinner. If you were gonna try and like crazy glue magnets about them, these are thinner than the regular anchor magnets. These are like a 2 mil or something, and the regular ones are 3. I don't know.
It's a different thing. Commerce Demon posted a really helpful guide for magnetizing sewers. It's on the Discord. So like it's you can magnetize them yourselves, but they weren't. They were made in a campaign before we had magnets.
Magnets hadn't been invented yet. So what could we do?
Awesome. 3-headed croc. Yeah, we're gonna put 3 magnets in that crocodile.
A 3-headed croc with 3 magnets.
I think it's the full monster sewer set that we're ordering. So it's gonna be magnetizing the whole line as it exists. Now the weird thing is, we did want to add a couple pieces, so that might need to wait for a Reforge campaign still. We don't know. So we were planning to like add a couple pieces and magnetize them at some point down the line. But instead, we're seeing if we can just magnetize the sets, the pieces that exist now, and do that.
How do magnets even work?
Yeah.
That's...
But yeah, that's something I completely forgot about. But that's a discussion that we're currently having. It's possible something happens that means we don't actually do it, but it's something we're trying to do right now.
Yeah, we're hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to expand them someday.
We're not making any new sewer pieces now.
Just gonna throw some magnets in the existing.
We want to at some point in the future make more sewer pieces and expand that system. We're not sure when or how we would do that yet. It's something we do want to do, but it wouldn't be a part of this. This is just magnetizing the existing pieces.
All right, let's look at this thing.
Yeah,
speaking of, we want to try. So that was good. That was a good piece of late breaking news. So messing with a compatibility build, trying to do sort of all underground bits, showing just simply how you can do some of the Starforge stuff with the existing stuff. So this is some pipes in sewers, relatively simple and clean. The idea is it would players. There's the ladder wall here. You can't see it because it's on the other camera side, right? So players would come down like the little story is, right? They're following. They've tracked this pipeline from above. This goes up to the surface or whatever.
It's like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. No, not Rebirth. Remake. The sewers are in Remake.
Yeah.
That thing that you're really familiar with.
Yeah. So they'd follow this whatever, and they climb down the sewers, and there's this pipe leading mysteriously through the wall. What's really fun is the pipelines fit through the sewer wall with a hole in it. I don't know if I can take it out because the biscuit. Oh, I didn't. Well, it's sort of biscuited in there. Can you see that? Going it goes
Woohoo!
right through there. It's
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So, so that's a fun little gag. And then this is this is a 2-inch pipe or catwalk with the stairs, biscuit on either side to make a little fancy gangplank, and then into fancy double door. And where does the sewers lead? Into evil artificer's lab, or whatever, wizard or experimenter. Um, so what do we got over here? We'll start in the back wall. The greatest angle. So there's a fun little. The pipe takes a little zigzag, goes into this. We got.
Oh, that poor guy.
The poor guy. Yeah, it's like a sausage tonight. I don't know. I don't know if it makes any sense. I was like, what can I put in this pole accessory hole? And I put the little skeleton guy holding the crystal because I thought it was funny, but I don't know if it makes sense. The other fun thing I discovered here was this is the little cauldron that goes on the Hellfire furnace. It fits like really nicely on top of. This is the dynamo turbine. It's basically just under an inch in diameter on the top, so it fits really nicely over there. So it makes a neat little cap. And then that feeds into. Let's see, coming over here. So I thought this was kind of fun. This was taking the turret cone. So I put a two by sewers extension sideways. I turned it 90 degrees so the flat side was up, and then put this biscuit of this in there. And I used, funny enough, the little, I think you can see under there, it needed a little riser, so I used the sewer grate from the hole there. I just put that underneath, and it got it the perfect height, because this is it's off the floor a little bit because it's centered in the turbine. And then put this put the LED socket and the fire pot up there. It looked like, those, like the factories when the fire's coming out the smokestacks, where it was trying to do that sort of a gag.
I don't know if the factory's supposed to have fire coming out of the smokestack. I think that's happening.
You never driven by like a big factory, you just see there's like fire coming out of the top of the thing. It's not normal.
I don't know if that's usually how they. Oh, I guess it depends on the factory. I think usually you just want smoke.
Yeah.
But well, it looks nice.
Yeah. Then maybe that's he's doing illegal things in here anyway. So a couple of multi modules with a switch on them, and then more pipes going around the back. But so my theory was, in this dungeon area, I was just gonna use like non-core pieces, right? Trying to illustrate, hey, you don't want to buy any core stuff. You just want to get some pipes and stuff to like accessorize your dungeon. You're in the right place. So let's see. Let's see. So this little gag here. Oh boy, this is really fun. Hard to see maybe from this angle, so we'll rotate. So we have. Can you see that bit? Yeah. So we've got the Power Stone chargers, the reliquary Power Stone chargers. So 2 of these guys, and they end in a 1-inch diameter circle. So the pipes fit really nicely on there. So it's a pair of those guys. Then with these fun pipes, and then they're sitting on a little the energy unit, and then that goes into the back of the furnace. So trying to make this like a some sort of like crazy supercharged furnace, and I'll put the little tables around it or whatever. So this is like the ridiculously hot thing you can, I don't know, do evil experiments on or whatever. I guess experiments can't be evil, right? It's just experimenting.
No, experiments can be evil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think there's
science.
I think we've got some pretty clear evil experiments
In the past. Okay.
just historically.
Okay, so then this is a good place to do your evil experiments. So that was kind of fun having these the pipe, the reliquaries terminate in 1-inch circles, made really neat feed into it. So I was kind of excited. And then of course anything to pimp out the Dwarven Forge even further. It's you see the light. Yeah. I
We're
feel like we
restocking
need
that, you remember?
The wahoo?
We're restocking it.
Yay! I mean,
It's actually getting restocked.
it's kind of embarrassing that we don't have the Dwarven Forge of all things. Yeah. So what do we got? I was gonna put in I was thinking about putting a golem wall in line with these. Just like, I don't know why the pipes are feeding it, but it felt kind of fun. Let me slide that over. and then we'll look at this main contraption. Then you'll tell me what else is missing, and then I'll tell you what the next part we're going to build is, and let's see what we do. So then the next part of the gag. Over here we have the big centerpiece thing. Maybe I should wander. I'm gonna move this camera. Buckle up your Dramamine.
Is that 2 cores in the build or more? This is a free build, I'm pretty sure.
This is just, yeah.
What do you think you would generally place it at? Oh, you're
a lot.
The camera's on a tilt. We're giving the Dutch experience.
Yeah. Oh, don't you know?
That's not Dutch.
That's not Dutch. That's
no.
like That's Fargo Batman.
That's not remotely Dutch.
I didn't finish the book. All right, so let's see. So here, I was trying to do another, just like combining pipes with existing bits. So this is the little Hellfire furnace down there, and it slides in if you do. So let's see if I can pull this off. I have a pylon under there, and then half a pipe with the gargoyle biscuit fillers from Lowtown, because they just look kind of neat, and it fits like right up under this pipe neat. So it felt like it was kind of siphoning like fumes, or I don't know what it was doing, but it felt like it felt all cohesive. I was trying to make a new contraption using the existing bits and feed that over into the turbine. The dynamo turbine. Then over here we got another reliquary. It's the spider chair. What's this thing called? I don't know, Toby's spider chair. Sam from the Artificer set. And then that fits. Once again, a pipe fits really nice into that, and it feels like it's coming out feeding the dynamo turbine. This one goes off, and then this pipe goes into the back of the big Artificer. Something I can't remember the name of any of these things.
That's the something furnace. That's the.
Oh,
it's a something furnace. The tall thing's the Power Stone Charger.
I got the Power Stone one. That was the one I remembered. I don't remember the spider chair.
Arcane Furnace? Is it just Arcane Furnace, or is it something fancier?
No, it's like a furnace portal or something, or
Oh, Furnace Portal sounds right.
Something like that. I don't know. Well, it's the big Artificer thing. So I was trying to make a and the golems are here, Chuck. Look.
He's asking about if they're being restocked, and hey, Dungeons Reforged.
So anyway, this is up on a dais to make it look taller. So it's trying to make pipelines with Artificer stuff to feel like medievally contraptions. Is there anything we're missing here that feels like it could go with any Starforged pieces that we could put in here mixed with existing pieces to do something in the same vein of what we got?
They're saying to put the plasma cannon on top of the portal, on top of the furnace.
Oh boy, we have to try that.
Let's see. So what you're telling me is I need to pick up a turbine for my evil lab. I was saving up for domes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a turbine for your evil lab, clearly.
Pipes have so well in just about every biome. They're the scaffolding of the campaign, right? Like, they are a fairly simple thing that can really be put anywhere. Just general simple shapes.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick.
It looks like a mech too, or something, because it's got his arms. Oh man, wait.
That's pretty sick.
Okay, that's going in. Whose idea? That was amazing.
That's Frida the PETA.
Wow. And then you just, this like a Frankenstein style. There's like tick 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 tick. They crank the thing, and the platform just raises up through the thing, and then just starts blasting the town. It's like.
This is when like the big bad is just like this little gnome, but he's crafting all these like wild. Would a dome work in there, like a specimen containment unit?
Maybe. Not crazy.
Use the LED Mage Tower accessory.
LED Mage Tower.
Is it that purple?
Oh yeah, I have it here.
Okay.
Yeah. How'd that guy pull that?
January 2025 seems like a pretty ambitious delivery date for Starforge. Do you think the turnaround will be faster than the other campaigns you've done? Tyler feels confident about it. The main thing is that all the files. So like with Lowtown, we had to like digitize everything for Lowtown, right?
Mm-hmm. And engineer all the holes, and it was 6 months of like nonsense. We're already done. We're ready.
With Starforged, all this stuff is already digitized and has all that stuff already done. So that was like the big thing one of the reasons Lowtown's a bit behind is because it was us learning this new workflow, and so there were a couple hiccups with that. Starforge is like, okay, we've learned that workflow now,
Yeah.
and we've got to jump on it.
Yeah, we're ready to
Uh,
rock.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's a good idea to put this thing on a curvy pipe, boy, right? Like
mhm.
on this kind of a thing. I wouldn't do it in this one because it's supposed to be the thing, but like this kind of it, right? Like feed that on there kind of thing. That looks like a worm digging thing. Something.
Yeah. I guess the main thing with Starforge is like we could have them start making the molds like
Yeah, we're ready to rock.
we could have them start making the molds now, like before the campaign's even. Well, I guess they got to finish the Lowtown molds, like the couple that are left. But like,
Well, conceptually, we're in this
Yeah.
hypothetical world.
yeah, like
Oh, here was the other neat thing I discovered too. This,
what are those bladed pieces? Something we really need to restock.
the Wizard Spire.
Yeah, that's from Castles. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was the
There's a lot of fun accessories in Castles that we need to find a way to restock.
This thing also fits really nice on the turbine, dynamo turbine, thing like that. This was the no man, what do we call it? Power core or something from
Oh, that thing?
yeah.
Isn't it literally called like the Arcane Pylon or something?
No, it was
No, that's
the planar pylon.
Planar Pylon is
thing.
Wildlands.
This was like the I don't know. Michelle.
Maybe we should come up with maybe we should come up with easier names for things.
Problem is once you have like 1,500 pieces or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
It's you start running out of we've already done door.
What about the
few
magnetic
times.
trap wall? The
What would we put on the magnetic trap wall?
flame jets from the Gauntlet and Dungeon of Doom could be interesting. This could the magnetic moving wall piece the spears connect to.
I have that guy out. I was trying to work it in before. Yeah, I just didn't know where it was gonna go.
It does look very artificery.
Yeah, I'm trying to lift this shirt up. Dango room.
LED arcane power core, says Chuck. Love the pipe through the sewer wall. Yeah, baby. That's that repeated geometry there.
So fun.
Yeah, Dangle Room is the perfect name. We're never gonna forget Dangle Room.
Dangle Room is it's it. Like we can't get better than Dangle Room. All right, so let's build some more.
Having an inactive golem laying down, maybe on blast door table, and some bots with robot arms working on it.
Oh, that would be fun.
You need to see how the pipes connect to the 4x4 dungeon pool with the Eldritch insert. Giveaway has not happened yet, and we're actually going to be giving away 2, and we'll need to get the word very soon.
Oh, we should. Yeah, what's a word?
I know a lot of words.
Oh boy.
So what we're wanting to do with the second part of the build is we want to work caverns into it, right?
Oops, all cool accessories.
We want to work caverns into this, right?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Can we get a little wild and do Underdoom caverns?
Do we have enough?
Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like we've done like some regular caverns, and we've done Hellscape. We haven't done Underdoom or Ice yet, I don't think.
Here's my only well, ice would be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense, but it would be really cool.
It could be in an ice base. It's sci-fi. We can do whatever. Well, it's potentially still fantasy at this point, but
here's my. Hang on, I gotta piss. Hold on.
This could be like a bunch of artificers got stuck in Kanya, and they're kind of staying out of hiding of the devils by building this little base into an icy cavern to hide from exposure. They're trying to figure out how to get back. You can't hear me.
Here's my concern. Let's try it. Let's see. We'll audition this live from New York.
We're doing it live. We could also, I don't know, do we even have like Underdoom to regular cavern transition pieces?
Conceptually.
Okay, that's exciting.
All of it's conceptual.
Oh man. Ship crash in an icy area. That could be it too. Although this definitely looks more like a dungeon.
Well, here's my concern with Underdoom. Let's see it on camera. Is it might be too close in color to Starforge for Starforge to pop. So what I was gonna do.
Oh, I thought like the pipes would like bounce off of it real nice compared to regular caverns.
What I was gonna do was go.
Let's audition.
Do some. Oh yeah, come pin it here. I was gonna do a secret door. Maybe move it over here. I was gonna have a secret door going down into the secret cavernous lair where there's this, like the actual high-tech base. My worry is that the Starforge, the Starforge stuff is close in color to the Underdoom. Maybe it looks cool. I don't know. Is it too close? You know what would be neat though? Getting some.
Looking at it on camera, I don't think it blends in too much at all.
Getting some caverns, crystal caverns with the sci-fi would be pretty cool.
That would actually be really sick. We should do. Yeah. I don't think it looks too close at all, and it actually like, it definitely like pops. At least looking at it here, like it's popping off fairly well.
I don't have a ton of pieces.
Like the Underdoom.
The green helps us.
The green helps a lot, and even the purple on the Underdoom is like so vibrant and saturated compared to.
Wait, that is. It's just not, the ice doesn't work with the rest of it so well.
The ice definitely feels like a different. We should do an ice thing.
I could go regular caverns, transition into ice. We got to do some sort of Hoth ice.
I think it's the thing is I think the ice thing might want to be its own.
Yeah.
Might want to be its own thing.
But man, Underdoom, like Crystal Caverns plus this. Let's try it. Yeah,
paint the Starforge to glow UV with the Underdoom.
Give it a little.
Call Hamster up. Tell him to come into the office right now.
By the way, Hamster, we got to make it all UV reactive. Go.
Let's get a UV, not a UV. Let's get a giveaway word. Has anything happened tonight?
Yeah. What happened? Did we do anything tonight, Chris?
I don't know. Apparently, an hour's passed.
Are we even here? The words giveaway.
Just say giveaway.
Yeah.
That way, anybody who comes in saying like, "Hey, have I missed the giveaway?" gets automatically entered.
Oh boy!
All right, so we're actually gonna roll 2 winners this time.
Should we do the second one? Should we do the second one later to like keep them on their toes?
Super magnets would have been really good. What's that?
Should we do the second one later to keep them on their toes so they have to like?
Sure. Yeah, we'll do the second one later. Okay, so we're gonna roll a giveaway here, and then we'll do sewer magnets for the second one later. So yeah, if you want a chance to win a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card that you can put towards the web store, or you can, what's the word? Use it for the Game Found campaign. Either way, type giveaway in chat. You're all already doing it. We're fine. You don't need to be told what to do. Put my son to bed. That's fair. Entirely understand. Well, maybe he gets to stay up a little late tonight. You know? Maybe it's a special occasion. Too many doesn't know we're streaming, you know? Too many doesn't know we're playing with toys.
Man, it's such a bummer. I got all the
giveaway.
I got all these regular caverns pieces, but no Underdoom. That was foolish.
Oh, I think Hacking still has a lot of our Underdoom. We need to stock up more on Underdoom. It's one of those things we just didn't get a lot of. Well, we can do Underdoom into a base and then regular cavern on the other side or something, or ice on the other side. Do we have the Underdoom stairway?
Stairway to Violence?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. It exists.
I know we sent one to Ack Inc.
In Underdoom?
Yeah.
For this game?
No. It was for the something else.
Did it come back yet?
Nope. I need to get on them about that. Quick question about the current build. Is that more or less than a Pipes Mega Pack ballpark?
Yeah, it's a lot more than Pipes Mega Pack.
Yeah. I'll have to get like a...
It's just a annoying free build.
Let me take a look. I'll tell you what, it's not that many cores or straights, or it's not that many straights of either length. It's mostly curves and terminuses. There's actually not many core pieces in there. I guess the curves are in the core. But it's got like 4 of the long straights pretty much all together. Looking over it. It's mostly got a good amount of terminuses. Which let's see, how much is in?
It's
Let me
got a
look.
lot of curves.
Yeah, it's almost all curves and terminuses, and like a two. It's got like four, like 4-inch catwalks in there. I'm gonna take a quick look at the sheet and see how much do you get in the mega pack, and
Hmm.
how much do you get in the mega pack, and what does that do for you? Set costs. Let's see, catwalk height. Where's the mega pack?
All right, we're definitely gonna
There it is.
have to do some crystal nonsense.
Yes, you would have all the straights you need here. You'd be like a couple terminuses short and some corners short.
Yeah, a couple terminuses short of
A
a.
mega pack would get you close. You mostly just need to get another pack with the terminuses in it. And then, how many are in a core? Let's see.
Someone's trying to figure out how many things are in this.
No, they're just like generally like how much is in here. So there's 4 corner catwalks in here. So you probably need at least one more core. Oh, the core would get you a terminus as well as. Because it might actually just be a mega plus a core or two to do that actually.
I think there's 14 corners.
14 corners. Okay, so it would be a mega and then.
Oh, 16 corners.
Yeah, the corners are what's killing it. So that'd be 4 cores altogether. So there's. Okay, so you would need 3 cores on top of the mega pack.
11 terminuses.
Yeah. So basically a mega pack and 3 more cores. Or you could just get the 3 cores and it'll give you
10 short, 10, 11, 12 shorts. Only one pylon so far.
it really looks like it's mostly just multiple cores, and then you've got like
Although the
a couple of the
pack has a
forages.
couple. Well, actually, there's 2 dynamo turbines. Those come with terminuses.
That's fine. The main like the limiting
It's the
factor,
curves.
the reason why you need so many cores is because of the curves.
Yeah. There's
And
lot of
getting
curves.
the cores for those curves will give you all the terminuses that you need.
So I'm gonna change
And then
this.
you'll need. It's got the straights come with terminuses too, and actually the.
I
Or no,
gotta
the
find
straights don't. The elevation does.
the other transitions.
Where's it getting this pylon from? The ramps pack gives you a single pylon. There's 4 pylons in the elevation pack. Okay. Couple extra terminuses like the dynamo turbine pack. The main thing is just that by the time you get enough curves, that pack is going to give you enough terminuses to do this basically. All right, let me catch up on plan tonight. Just maximum compatibility build. This is basically the underground like compatibility mega build. So we've done sewers and dungeon, and now we're going to be adding caverns. The other one we shot yesterday was earlier today. Whew, time. Was kind of just an above ground wilderness mega compatibility build. So it was like all the wilderness tricks we could think of in one build. Yeah. Plasma turret has mined a tunnel through ice into the Underdoom. That's cute.
I cannot find. Huh. I don't know where the heck our transitions.
I definitely didn't send those to Ek Inc., so they must just be sorted somewhere on.
We have a whole bunch of ice ones.
We have a lot of Hellscape to normal cavern transitions too. Huh. Do you want to call Hamster in here to paint some up real quick?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Do you want me to wake him up?
Yeah.
Mega Pack has trouble with the curve. Got it. It's just I think the Mega Pack is just one of. Is it just one of each? What is it?
What's the problem?
I'm looking at compositions again. Don't mind me.
Well, it all depends on what you're building to.
Okay, it actually has 2 of the straights pack. So the Mega Pack might actually be the wrong direction if you're trying to get specifically this. Just because it actually gives you more straights than you would need. And you could just use that to get the cores that you would need instead.
We'll put some straights down in the other part.
And the other thing too is if you're getting the cores to get those curves, you can actually just replace those 4-inch straights with all of the 2-inch straights that you would get out of the cores. So really, almost everything he's doing here, you can do by just getting a lot of core packs. The only thing you wouldn't get there is the pylon and the turbine. Essentially.
Well, you definitely want at least one turbine. That thing is really neat. It works really well with other stuff to make big old gadgets.
It's actually a really interesting way to go. That's why, like, when it comes to these compositions, like, the way that they've been put together, it really is just, like, what do you want to make?
Yeah.
You know? And, like, the core is the one that makes the most sense to double up on a lot because it's got the regular straight and the curve and the terminus. So that's the one that gives you, like, the variety to do, like, multiple shapes. You know, the straights pack is going to give you just a lot of long straights. If you only get straights, like, you're limiting what you can do. But it really is just like figuring out what you want to make, because this is a toolbox, right? Like, the whole thing with this is just what you get is going to it's tough. It is going to be one of those systems that where you're just never going to feel like you have enough, I think, at the end of the day.
Catwalks, pipelines, you can never have enough.
It's like scaffolding. I think it's very similar to that.
You got to add a mega pack to your mega pack.
Let's see. Definitely save up the floors in the PM. Okay, let me catch up on these.
You
can put a sci-fi or low-town cobble floor at the open wall area on the upper floor and attach the pipe ramp to it down into the lower area.
Sorry, go again?
They're basically saying if we can put a biscuited floor from sci-fi or low-town at the open wall area on the upper floor, and then use the pipe ramp into the biscuit hole there to go down into the lower floor.
I
don't know if it's going to be too jarring or not.
I don't know how it. Let's see. How would I do?
The secret door is a lot of fun.
The gag was the secret door takes you down. I need to fill this thing. We got lots to do, but you could put a ramp. I don't know what would connect it to. That was the other thing. I could put some. We could use those straights and pylons to do a raised, like a raised walkway in the back of this lab, so we could slide everything forward and have a raised walkway.
Secret door is better. It just wasn't there. Okay, so Finley was just looking at the blank edge. No dungeon pieces of paired pegs. Not even the bridge. I think the dungeon bridge isn't paired peg.
No, it predates paired peg.
It's like this big thick peg. It's a CBS peg, I think.
Yep.
And it's what like the castle bridge and the dungeon bridge have.
It's how we did bridges back in the day. What can I put in the cave area? Is there a sci-fi? Is there any little compatibility fun we can do? We have a little bit of space here as we transition into the Underdoom.
You could put like a little acid lake that they've put like a ramps across or like pipes across to get across, or have like the wire trapdoor or something. You could do a little negative space thing there. Freestanding LED.
I like a negative space. Well, let's see. What haven't we? So, okay, let's back it up. So far we put. It's all been catwalks and pipelines. My theory was, then once we go through the secret door, now the gloves are off. And we can use anything. I was going to use some core pieces or whatever. Is there something other than catwalks and pipelines that we can use in before we get to the Underdoom? It's going to have like secret underground sci-fi base. Is there anything we can put in the regular caverns area that we haven't used yet besides... So negative space, catwalk, pipeline is good, but we've done everything here is like a mega pack of catwalks and pipelines. Like, is there something else that we have? What's the good things that we could put in here? I mean, not really. I guess we could... No, because we don't really have any pieces. It's either core pieces or catwalks, pipelines. I guess we could put the stairs. We haven't used the stairs. We could do a bridge over a thing using the stairs and a catwalk or something, a ladder.
They're saying barricades. Do something with barricades.
A little ladder, like a bridge with barricades.
Potentially, biscuit them together and then just lay them flat.
Yeah, you put them on a thing. Problem is, I don't have a lot of space. I've got this 12 inches and
pylons. We haven't done a ton of pylons.
I'm trying to do this ramp down.
Negative space of banks around the Starfield void terrain tray they have to traverse.
I like the idea, other than I don't have the space. Like right now, so pull it wider. So right now, here's the thing we're running into is, whoops, trying to do it all in this 12 by 12 we had before. I'm trying to save these last chunk for Underdoom and base. And we don't have a ton of space in here. We could put
A stairway or runic column that they've like put something up on to like research it,
runic column with like a
and like they've like
yeah,
planted
that's
some
a
stuff
cool.
on it.
Right, if we did something like I got about this much space.
Put capsule bed, sleep in the caves. Multi-modulus scatter, a prelude to the heavier core pieces.
14 water wood.
Just as kind of like a supply cache thing or something.
We could go back one deeper, so we could do this. We got enough. Let's see. Let's how much.
The LED
roughly-
cave wall, but with the Starfield alarm LED. So they've got like a little. They could
Oh
put, they
yeah,
could put like
Claxton
a,
and the
they
LED
could put
wall
like
is a
the-
really good.
or they have like a hollow vid or something they've put up
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
on the wall.
Yeah, that's a really good. It's a great use. Great use. Totally into that. Let me get this.
Runic column with screen LED from Sci-Fi. Right, because the column has LED on it, right?
It doesn't have a.
Oh, it doesn't have a. I know the stairway does though. Stairway's got like LED sockets. Stairway to Science.
Huh. See what he did there?
Can you utilize the space to camera left more? Looking sparse over there. I think making a little secret path out there with something would be nice.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it could be like a little offshoot path, and then the trapdoor floor with the hex field in it. So it's like this is like a teleport pad or something.
Love that. This is how aliens are giving secret technology to the gnome artificer, right? This is the reveal when they get secret doors. How does he have all this advanced technology? From the alien. Let me get a den. Yeah, that's a good idea. Put the see if this will fit.
I'm gonna roll the giveaway while
Yeah,
he's doing
give
that.
it away.
All right. Let's go, baby. $50 Dwarven Forge credit. Going to Stargazing Kiwi. There we go.
Stargazing Kiwi one?
Stargazing Kiwi one.
Hey, that's you know what? That's thanks for the dice.
Yeah, Stargazing Kiwi gave us gave us each a pack of D6s for the Sigmar armies we play. Well, he gave Hamster cities because he wants him to finish painting his cities.
It was incredibly thoughtful.
Yes.
And we
It's really
totally
nice. I got
didn't
my
rig the
Skaven-
giveaway
My
to.
Skaven D6s are literally over by my army right there. I said right there, like you guys can see it. It's in the other room, but yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was, we mentioned about mentioning it. It's really nice at conventions getting to meet people face to face, and just so I could
Mhm.
say when we're doing these streams, like I anybody that I've met, I can picture the face, like I can picture them while we're talking. And it's just really fun.
Yeah. It was fun too because Stargazing Kiwi literally found out about us from Adepticon 2 years ago. And then he stopped by Gen Con last year. It's 2024 now. He stopped by Gen Con last year and then saw me again at Adepticon this year because we didn't go to Adepticon last year.
It's so good.
We bought a couple of sideways consoles to make a portal hidden down there. First time winner.
Yeah.
Long time watcher, first time winner. Use the runic obelisk LED Dead Space vibe. Ooh, yeah.
All right, so I don't know if this is going to read because of where the camera is, but we do have
Trapdoor fits
it
nicely in there.
surprisingly the trapdoor. So the trapdoor is, a millimeter longer than the cave stuff, but we gave this enough breathing room that it fits. I don't like it's not even a hard it miraculously fits. So pretty exciting. That's a pretty cool thing. It would be, if this was a D&D adventure, you'd spend a half an hour if you put that in front of your players. Be a half an hour just talking about what to do with this pad, like it's glowing. Make sure they would be like,
Yeah, they'd be afraid to touch it.
yes, because they should be. Because it could absolutely mutilate them. Maybe I can get a diagonal in there and
Just do the 45 degree.
see if we can. Yeah, see if we can read it on camera. I'm totally coming off the terrain tray, but you know what? It's okay.
We'll live. It's fine.
Can that read on camera a little more? No.
Not really.
No.
I think actually it's harder to see.
Yeah. No, it's easier to see that way. All right. You like that? That's a neat little. Okay. So we're gonna try the klaxon in the LED wall. Is really as an alarm. Let me look at it from here. And we can put what other accessories?
They're wondering if we can run a pipe through the sewer hole wall that you're seeing right above the cavern bit. Maybe we can stick something else through it.
You know what I was gonna do was. Oh, that's a fun idea.
Put the turret cone in there.
I was gonna put I was gonna do over here. My theory was we're gonna have the. Look at this. This is about how the table normally looks. Was also not a great place to put all this stuff because I have to build here. But was gonna do the crystal, like on a starbase with crystal caverns here, and have a pipe coming up out of this into the dungeon. That's like feeding. Right, they're siphoning crystal energy and sending it in here. So maybe I save the pipe gag for that. We could. I mean, it's just fun to put a pipe through that thing. So we'll put one just to see what happens.
Stick a pipe in there without even connecting it to anything.
I don't know. Just for the people.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's gonna go. I got a biscuit all this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I only had magnets in these sewer pieces. How did I bury my bucket of biscuits? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but.
Send the familiar in. Oh, to test out the pad, or
yeah.
just summoning creatures to have them like test for traps. There was oh god, what was there was a thing I saw. There's a little project we were involved in that was like a competitive D&D thing, and the first part was like a dungeon crawl, and what they did was
was that the 4 teams? Whatever happened
the
to
3
that?
teams thing. I don't think it ever got edited. I don't think it ever got edited and released.
Because there were some like
I don't know what
solid.
It would have been a really cool thing. I think it was I think it ended up being too complicated of a project for them to pull off, and I think it just never ended up coming out.
Forgot about that.
It was a lot of fun, but it started with like a competitive like dungeon crawl where they all went through the same dungeon, and one team.
And they got points for different things.
They got dungeons
right?
for how quickly they went through, and because like it was basically a competitive dungeon crawl, and then they all met at the end of it with various advantages based on how the dungeon crawl went for like a big PvP session, basically. And
what could go wrong?
Yeah. One team like just played like all summoners, and so for the dungeon crawl, they literally just like started off by they summoned like 16 like blink dogs and just had them all like move all over the place to just constantly check for traps like ahead of them. So they never like got caught with anything. It was very funny.
Also so obnoxious if you're the DM.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was complete knowledge of like the rules and how to break them.
Yep.
It was
Summons are terrible. It just
oh, you know what to do.
Just bogs down. I'm gonna get.
Where does the runic column like line up with that? 'Cause what if it just goes to the top of the column? So there's something sitting on top of the column.
Of course, this would require finding a column. I haven't seen that thing in forever.
The standard paint?
Yeah.
That's odd. I got my fire pillars from Galadoria as well. They arrived sometime while we were at Adepticon. They look really nice. The paint job on them is really good. I did get a set it unpainted as well because I want to do some custom stuff with it. But Galadoria's like hand painting is very simple.
Oh, maybe it's in freestanding LEDs. That's why it's not in with the.
Okay. That's weird. I think it would be considered a normal terrain piece. Could be wrong. So Starforge pylon tall enough to work as the middle piece of the natural bridge. Pylon is a 2-inch rise, I believe. How tall is the bridge? Is the bridge 2 inches? It might be. I would have to check that. I imagine the main thing is I would just have to compare it to that center, like the pillar that comes with it. I think the pylon would need to be on a floor. Oh, right. Is it a floor height short? Is it 1.5 instead of 2 inches? Maybe it's in the chase piece box. We don't got a chase piece box. We're not that organized.
Yeah, I don't know where the. Oh, I didn't look at ice. Maybe there's an ice one. I can at least proxy in for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day we will organize these archives and it'll be glorious.
The pillar is wall plus floor height. Okay, so it's 2 inches tall. I guess. Okay, so how the thing is kind of tall up. Oh God, I'm not speaking correctly. Pipe straights could be used to make a tanker train. Probably. We made a train out of castle pieces before. Having pipes is going to make it a lot easier.
This. See how I gotta flatten out the floors more, but yeah, we got something here. Let's see. Wow. I don't know exactly what or why, but it's cool.
How does it stand up, like, height-wise?
Do this and this.
That sewer wall needed magnets. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a case in point right there, huh? Do we just do a terminus on top of the terminus to finish it, or do we go into like a terminal, or not a terminal, a computer console or something?
Man, I need a 1/2 incher to. It really wants another 1/2 incher to extend. Something like that's kind of neat. The challenge is it doesn't read. It wants to go up. It wants to go up higher if we're doing, like, it feels like it wants to do a is it just doing more of the same though? Like, is it like we've already done 1,000 things with pipes going into things? Like, is there You know what we should do? Maybe we do this over in the Crystal Cavern and feed from out of that into a wall.
Okay.
Because I feel like this isn't gonna read. It's muddy on camera, right? Although it's so satisfying to put a pipe through this thing. Maybe there's another place. Maybe we just do this. Maybe we put a pipe. Do something like
that sewer wall could really use a resculpt with a magnet. That's a good idea.
Maybe some sort of gag like this and have it go somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but like,
I mean, that just rounds off the build right there, I think.
Yeah. Ooh.
This makes it look more finished. Man, yeah, the lack of magnets is really getting us here.
We'll deal with you later. There. We gotta put something. Because this let's hit a different note. Like, we can do something with consoles, whatever. That klaxon. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get this LED wall. Maybe this becomes LED wall with klaxon, although it's away from the camera, so we're not gonna see it.
Can we? Let's see.
Do we do the giveaway? The second one? First one? Both ones?
Did the first one.
First one.
Second one we'll do.
We got it. Yeah.
If I was in a frozen room, the ice stalactite would make a believable dripping frozen pipe. Sewers could use some magnets for sure. Yeah.
we
could work the stairway in there, and put the hollow vent on the stairway, and then that could be like monitoring whatever they got going up at the top. We could put in we could put a number of things in, because that has that 2x2 floor cut out.
Yeah. Although, didn't I shove something in there and get afraid I wasn't gonna be able to get it out? I was like,
what if we just put like the wire, like the pipes, like trapdoor insert in there?
Oh, without the thing. That's not a bad
idea.
idea.
The floor around it and see how that looks.
Because we can get that out for sure.
Oh yeah.
I was terrified of
Oh yeah.
forever. Oh jeez. All right, so we got some space to put some accessories in here. And we get the get an LED wall. We get a that pipe coming through that wall wrapping around looks nice. We'll put some caps on it.
It just kind of it rounds off that build.
Yeah, it's just a little decorative bit that doesn't get in the way of the rest of this.
Runic column and natural cavern paint scheme would look better and remind me I want one. I agree. We're supposed to have one. I don't know where it is. It might just be in Indiana or something for Gen Con. Indiana? Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, because it's in Indianapolis. Yeah. You like the idea of using half pipes as conveyor belts to move the crystals around the base? Yeah, that's a really fun idea. Future pack could be pipe transitions from each biome. Oh no.
What's the
I
pack?
don't know if we want to make that many transitions again. Making minute transitions has been very difficult.
Minute transitions?
Or the thing where it's like, this just transitions between these two biomes. It's been very difficult for like restocking. Just historically.
Oh man, I wanted to do a... Okay, forget it.
A planar pylon with a control console is a way to blend with crystal caverns.
That's a neat idea.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so do we put the for the LED wall? Do we put it on plain side or basalt side? Ooh.
Salt side?
Basalt.
Basalt. Okay.
But also could be salty side.
Probably the basalt.
Let's see what it reads. So here is... You know what's not very bright in this light? Well, it's LED.
Makes the biomes more useful without reinventing the wheel. Yeah, transitions are incredibly useful to have. The main thing is just they are difficult to... they're difficult to, like, sell down. Like, because there's such a specific use case that not everybody wants them, and you generally need, like, a fairly finite version of them. So it's a harder thing to, like... It's not a very flexible piece, right? It literally does one thing, which just makes it difficult to stock and sell.
It's a thing that when you have it, it's awesome because it makes it feel like you have a complete world when you can connect all this stuff. But you know, you hit the blackout light. Blackout. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's neat. Sorry, go ahead. Now turn it down. That's wild how it just like...
Yeah, well, when you point 1,000 bright lights at it, it makes the not as bright light kind of disappear.
That's pretty cool, though.
We tried using the exterior side of the Starforge pieces inside the cavern. That'd be fun to do.
Yes.
We should do an interior and an exterior bit. Have a little interior bit they walk into, and then have like an exterior like shack, just like a small
shack.
An exterior like shack.
The aliens just have their little shack
in the side of a cliff. Yeah, just like a.
Yeah.
Setup. Second giveaway before I finish cooking dinner? It's 8:35.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, hang on a second. We're gonna do
Person who lives.
Stay unpredictable. That's a great name. All right, new giveaway word. Should reset everybody. It did. Sewer magnet. All one word.
I love it.
If you want another chance to win $50, either for the Dwarven Forge web store or for the Game Found campaign we got going right now, Starforged, type sewer magnet, all one word. If you had asked a question recently, I'm sorry, I've now lost that question. The chat is moving up. Great A insult, by the way. Wait, did we insult somebody?
Who got insulted?
Did we insult somebody? I wasn't meaning to insult anybody. I'm sorry if I did.
What did we say?
I didn't mean to insult.
It had to be you because I didn't say anything, right? I don't think anybody said anything insulting. What was it?
Well, you know, I am. I
you
do have
sewer
a,
magnet.
I have a growing arrogance. Oh, calling somebody a sewer magnet. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, that's just a joke. So we didn't actually offend anybody.
It's sewer magnet. See what you did? Maybe it's a sewer magnate.
Yeah.
Like you've got like so many magnets. You're rich.
Purchase the Hellscape and Underdoom transition pieces, but don't have any other Hellscape or Underdoom yet.
Huh.
Well, we gotta fix that.
Fair. I don't know any floors.
I think that's the only thing I would have missed. Yeah. Probably bad form to enter again, huh?
Yeah. Let somebody
It would
else
be
win.
intensely funny.
Yeah, though you did get us all dice.
It would be
so.
it would be extremely funny if you did. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
It
can
would be
leave
it
that
would
there.
be it would be the funniest possible thing you could do.
Chris, you're
It would be.
terrible. Well, to some people.
Let's see.
A dream to some, a nightmare to others. Ooh,
Rats are the best sewer magnets. I don't know how good they are at sticking things together.
they stick it together in a pack.
That's fair. Oh, I guess it's
A
Rat King.
rat pack.
If they had magnets, they wouldn't have to Rat King, you know?
We did it.
Yeah.
Get some floors. All right, we're turning a thing. What's this? We're making a thing. We're making a thing.
Sour mango. Nice. My energy is flagging. Rapidly. Folks, let me tell you. These campaigns, they can be a lot. Does the LED wall fit in the cavern wall slots? I think they should be around this. Is the freestanding cavern LED wall 2 inches wide? Because it fits on a floor, right?
Yeah.
So would the freestanding LED wall fit in the same space? It's also 2
Conceptually,
inches.
if there's a little bit of breathing room, it's a little longer.
Yeah, it's a different scale, but
it probably will because the other thing fit the floor. We'll try it.
yeah, I imagine it.
Ow.
Let's see. Fenril has a new UV lighted dice tray. I was thinking it might work well to put Underdoom pieces on. Oh yeah, the big thing with trying to fit it under like the arch, like freestanding wall slot is, or no, the freestanding wall is also the LED wall. It's not 2 inches tall, right? It's because it's supposed to freestand on a floor.
Yeah, it's 38 mil. Oh, the
They're talking about how
sci-fi
there's
one
the-
is 1.5 inches. Where do they
Yeah,
want to
and then
stick
is
it?
the cavern one also 1.5 inches tall?
It's roughly. It's real close.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to stick this in.
Yeah, they were wondering if that would.
It's too tight.
Close. It's a little tight, yeah.
Yeah, too tight.
You can you can stick it in like that though, and like have it sticking out a bit, but
Ish, yeah, it's not pretty.
yeah.
It might fit in certain, like, I bet it would fit. No, it's a little too wide. We'll swap these floors.
Yeah, I think the main thing with that is just the cavern walls just have such a different shape. They're just more organic. That I think that's really causing, like with the top of it. I don't know though.
It's because of the different scale, and it's already a tight.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not. It's not.
Is
ideal,
the
but,
winding or widening cavern the one with the slot? Did we name the pieces the winding and the widening? Oh god.
We have a widening passage and a.
Yeah.
I thought this. What was the pregnant passage called? It had like it was the.
I wasn't there for that campaign. I don't like trying to.
I can't remember. This was the.
That's the widening passage.
No, the other one's the widening passage.
Why isn't that the widening passage?
This is the passage intersection, I think.
It is okay. Yeah,
Because-
that's the passage intersection. That is.
Yeah, the widening one's the one that gets
correct.
wider at the end.
That's correct.
It goes to.
My bad. The one that gets wider at the end is clearly the intersection, not the widening one.
Here's the widening. See, look, this one widens. It starts
Okay.
at passage width and it
But
gets
it doesn't.
to
But it
full
still
width.
remains one cavern. Got it. Pregnant, I think, is the one with the wall slot. Did we name something the pregnant?
They actually
passage?
both have a wall set. Yeah, well, it's the nickname, the pregnant passage. I think one of the viewers named it because it has like a belly. It looks like it has like it's a profile of like a belly, pregnant belly.
I'm losing my mind. All right,
Yeah.
that's.
Um,
It's no dangle room. I'll tell you that much.
but it does have a spot here where you can put insert. But this one, the widening also has. You can pop an insert in here. Let's see if it fits. This is a pretty straight one. Oh no! Whoa! No. Well, may never come out again.
oh god! Oh god! No, with the prototype.
Not a good.
Well, it got close.
Yeah, it got close.
Oh god! Oh god! We don't have that many of those. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it might not work.
All right.
Um, gotta figure
How many we were trying to restock the passages. Did we get
I don't
what's the
remember.
status on
We
that?
got some regular ones, I think. We got like
Yeah, we got the regulars. I think I put the rest in. Are they coming in this next one coming up? I can't remember if I ended up getting them through or not.
there's been so many restocks. I feel like they're going faster, and it's harder
Well,
to
in
keep
this one
track
that's
of
coming
what.
in, I put in like I put that together like 3 or 4 months ago at this point, and so much has happened. I can barely remember.
There's been 2 since then, and it's like a whole.
There's a lot of there's a lot of good stuff in there actually. Is it in the May? The dungeon passages, intersections are coming in.
Whole nother passage.
There we go.
situation.
Passage accessories pack, passage transition pack. So yeah, they got put in the May one, but
Nice.
yeah, like we got those
may
ordered.
get
They're
them.
coming, both dungeon and cavern passages. So those babies are coming back. God, we got the square corner tower in there. How did we? All right, how did we get away with this?
Don't know. It's got some good stuff. Square corner. Wow, because we were, you know what? We were fighting for some castle stuff, so that we could actually build castles.
Oh wow, big order just came through on Starforge. We're almost at 480.
Woo!
We're less than 100 from 480. If we hit that, like that's a good clip.
If somebody pledge $100 so we can get.
Was Jay on holiday when he put that order through? No, Jay's actually he's been getting a lot cooler with restocks. We've had them.
Well, because
they've been doing well, and he's starting.
people
to
have been
believe.
buying the things that they
Yeah.
said they would buy.
Yeah, so like I mean that's the thing. Like with the magnetizing the sewers, like he came to us with that. Like that was a thing that we were like, we need to figure out how to do this, and he was just like, do you want to just do it? Like, so I mean, like that's that he's getting more faith in
The system is working.
in the stuff. Yeah. Which is making it easy. It's making it easier to get through stuff. Granted, we still have like 70 sets that we need to find time to restock. And so we can still only get so many at a time. But like,
But
we're taking bigger swings with getting some of these. We got Crystal Caverns back.
Like they say, his journey of 1,000 sets begins with a single restock.
You can workshop it a bit. There's something there. There's something there. I don't want to tell you to give up, but y'all been killing it with the restocks. It's been amazing. We're gonna have a bit of a lull just because we hit we hit the time where it's like, okay, we need to let the factory make Lowtown. So they're not. I think they're squeezing out one more restock before they just go full on Lowtown production. So we put like a small order 3 for that.
You know who's been killing it with restocks is you guys. You've been telling us what you want. Really helps.
So we got like one more small one coming through. But then after that, I think there's not going to be restocks until after Lowtown because then they're just going into full-on Lowtown production. Magnetic sewers are coming? Maybe.
Whoa.
We're talking.
Like,
we're talking to the factory right now, seeing if they can do it. We should have an answer fairly soon.
This is how vicious rumors start.
Basically, part of the part of that restock order that we're putting through, we were going to reorder the monster sewer set. The big sewer set. And the question came up. It was just like, do you guys want to just redo these molds and magnetize them now? Because we've been talking about doing it for a while. And so we're seeing if we can just do that and just pull the trigger on it. Which it will increase the price by a bit. But I think we get enough requests to magnetize the sewers specifically that I think it'll be worth it. Waiting for the restock for gray paint, almost out. Oh, do we have it coming in that restock? The paints usually, I don't usually ask for the paints. They just kind of get added in as they're needed. It's Sci-Fi right after Lowtown, or is there a restock in between? There should be a restock in between Sci-Fi and Lowtown for sure.
Oh yeah, if not
a couple. Tyler told us he's been whipping the company into shape while y'all were gone.
he's whipping something.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm gonna workshop it.
Okay, let's roll this giveaway. All right, gonna roll this giveaway. Grandpappy 77.
Ooh, my grandpappy.
All right. Congratulations, Grandpappy 77. Gonna send you a DM on here real quick. Just got to get your email, and then we can contact you for the goods.
The goods. The bads. Ooh, does that fit?
All right. I whispered you. You should see a little notification. If you're still around, if you haven't fallen asleep.
If you haven't fallen asleep.
Hey, man, it's late. I'm feeling it. Let's see. There's some sets that are still missing. I feel like 98% of what you'd want to get from most new collections is there now. Yeah, we were trying to prioritize just like the really basic stuff at first because that's how new people get involved. But since we've gotten a lot of the core stuff kind of figured out, it's letting us do the weirder things. It's letting us do the passages and do Stairway to Violence.
I love that passages are weird. Like, it's such like a fundamental, crucial thing.
It's a different step. Like, it's one of the things we've gotten from newer people a lot is like they look at the passages and they're like,
how does this work?
Why is this different than the core set stuff and all that? Like,
I'm not a scientist.
It's an expansion thing. Yeah. Let's see. Super duper niche, and I know, but I'd love to see Realm of the Ancients and Starforge compatibility, like a Yavin 4 build. Maybe someday. There's other things we want to get through. We have like a laundry list of compatibility.
I like that you prefaced it with super niche, and I also totally get the
Realm of the Ancients. I mean, you can't make it anymore.
No, but for the 1,000 people have it. It feels like that Stargate kind of thing. I don't know. There's like a.
What's in the small restock? It is a less exciting one. There's a couple things in it that are exciting. Magnetized sewers, potentially. But it is kind of we need to like restock some of the stuff that's selling down more. And it's a smaller order. I can't remember. Let me see if I can find the list right now.
Ooh. Let's put let's use a couple more straights.
Let me look at that list. Oh God.
Hey, did anybody see the update? Did anybody see the cool thing that Miles built?
Oh,
Did anybody talk about it? How does that not come up?
The Eon build, the Eon bird. I can't.
Eon bird.
He made a Millennium Falcon.
You workshop it.
I don't got any jokes left. Okay, so it's a.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, it's a good. Okay, so it's a. Got some terrain trays coming in. Forest banks. Ice walls. Oh. Crystal caverns replacements. Stuff. City Fieldstone ruins. Dread Hollow dressing.
Nice.
The cave mouth pack. It looks like. Good amount of core set pieces. Core hellscape. Wall of Force. And this time we are triple asking them to please hold the glitter.
Double glitter.
Yeah, so it's not as sexy of a restock as some of the stuff we've been doing. Yeah, it's more just about kind of maintaining some of the stuff that's been selling down. But there's a couple nice things in here though. I think that the big like hero of that restock is gonna be, assuming we can do it, the magnetized sewers. Yes. Heard they're tripling the glitter. Yeah, we asked them for extra glitter on the update on what platform? GameFound. The GameFound update that went out like an hour before the stream.
Check that out. This is fun.
What did you mean about how the marketing approach is going to shift this week? You should actually start seeing ads now.
It's the first step to ads is seeing them.
Yeah, we're marketing more aggressively this week.
We throw extra glitter in the box as spare parts.
Yeah.
They can apply it themselves. There's no glitter on the walls, so the whole box is just full of glitter.
Yeah. We asked him to please add some. We asked him to please add some Dwarvenite this time.
Dwarvenite glitter.
It was basically we're changing our targeting. The ads were largely
On target.
looking just for people that we didn't have on like our mailing list and stuff. Because we were like, well, we'll email them, but it's now saying like, no, let's open up the targeting and just go for like max. Basically, just like shifting, like let's change our targeting and let's increase spending like a lot, basically. So you should be seeing more ads now, or any ads at all. The ship made famous by the legendary film The Maltese Falcon. That thing
The
from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Maltese
Yeah.
Falcon.
Millennial Bird. Then I've opened my Crystal Caverns to check if I need replacements. Maltese Falcon and Star Wars are two of my favorite movies. Maltese Falcon is great.
Yep.
The Cave Mouth pack from the Caverns Deep Encounter. I believe so. I think we restocked it before. I think this is just upping. I think it's a restock we did last year, and I think we're just restocking it because it's getting low, I think. I was a little less involved in this one.
Why, you have something going on, Chris? Or
we were doing Adepticon while it was happening, so it was like kind of like trying to still weigh in on it, but you know, it was we had a lot of other stuff going on, so I wasn't able to. Yeah. But I'm hoping that the post Lowtown restocks, I'm wanting to put. I got another wave of like your guys' requests, and I'm looking at that, and I have some reconfigurations I want to do. So I'm hoping that the post Lowtown restocks are going to be full of just like wild stuff. I want them to feel like the two that are coming up in April and May are looking like
wild stuff.
Just throw a little extra glitter in the box for spare parts. Yeah.
Yep.
That's in Reforged this month, I think. The Cave Mouth pack?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. If we were.
I don't think we had the Cave Mouth. No, we didn't have any of the original escarpment. We didn't have any of the KS6 escarpments in Reforged.
I think the Cave Mouth? I thought that was one of the stretch goal ones.
No.
Putting it as its own.
No.
Really?
No.
But it got put in something because I definitely saw it on one of the restock lists.
Yeah, it's in the restock.
Yeah.
Is it? Or I don't know. Maybe I read something wrong.
I saw it. I feel like I saw. Maybe it was the last one we just went in. I don't know.
It's the one that just went in.
Yeah,
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's the one that just went in.
Yeah, that would track.
It's still in stock painted. It wasn't Wild Energy Porch. It's out of stock unpainted. Okay, yeah, that's the pack I was thinking of. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one we're basically just re-upping it. Still reaching brand new people. It's just that we're prioritizing. We're basically just opening up the funnel more. And also spending more. Wife gets a lot of targeted Facebook ads because she's much less excited about that than me. That's fair. Does this underground lab need a pipe coming out of the top of a dome where it's a covered pit of something that's extracting as safely as possible?
Yes. The answer is always yes. You need a hidden dome. Let's get below it.
I did not think we were going to discuss the Maltese Falcon today. I'm very into it.
Yeah, this is fun. Using the corner fill out the.
I'm wishing. I had made a Maltese Falcon joke when I posted the pictures. But instead I made a Yu-Gi-Oh joke, and that's probably fine. By the way, if you saw the Millennium Falcon build, I posted the... I did a count of the pieces that Miles used to make it. And posted it in a thread under the...
It was the first thing Chris said is, "Oh man, I gotta take this apart and count all these pieces because everybody's gonna ask what part." What...
People are gonna like, how do we do that? And I'm like, we should.
Oh.
And I think then Mr. Feelgood, like figured out like what packs he'd have to buy. There's so many diagonals.
It's like more diagonals than straight walls, right?
Yeah, it's like 33. It's like 30 straights and 33 diagonals. So it's a very wild like custom pledge. A large bundle gets you most of the way there, and then you would need a couple other advanced cores basically. But that gives you a bunch of extra stuff. It's cheaper to just go with like 8 advanced cores and like a certain amount of bunker builders, whatever, and that puts up like around 2400 or something. But yeah.
But then you'll have the fastest
But then you
bucket of
have
bolts. And...
yeah. Then you can make the Millennium Falcon. Between the Yu-Gi-Oh joke and the 360 kickflip joke in a previous update, I've been loving the Starforged updates. Tyler's been doing a lot of
It's been going.
fun titles.
It's been going in. It's been real fun. All right, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna try something. Anybody want to guess what I'm gonna try to transition these wild things? All right.
Yeah. It's a different song. That's
You
Louie
and
Louie.
your offspring.
That's Louie Louie.
Oh.
Oh no, that's yeah. Said it before, say it again.
Nailed it.
Space Disco Floor. Oh, that'd be fun.
Disco.
How many of the new? Because we changed the. Well, he's out here. I don't want to get into it actually. We did show the different 2x2 floor texture, I think. Third giveaway? No. We have a light panel disco floor at the studio? We do. We initially did it because, was it Dragos that did the disco build? No, it was Merc. Merc did the, or I think the two of them both submitted disco builds. I think we ended up using Merc's disco build. No, we did use a Dragos build in the anniversary stream game, didn't we?
Yeah, we used the Dragos, didn't we?
I can't remember which one he made. I think Merc made the disco build. And then we just had it laying around, and then we used it for a social post where we did a little dance scene. We both did discos? Okay. We combined them. That's right. You guys both made disco builds, and we combined them into one. That's what it was. Yeah, we were like, these guys had the same idea. So what if we just like
honor both of them?
Yeah, so what if we take the features? That's what it was. We combined their builds. Forgot about that.
Check this out. I think
Getting some XCOM vibes with the Underdark and Starforge. It's definitely a mood. Third giveaway, but the winner gets to pick the next song Chris sings.
Oof.
It's
In
gonna
a
be
Boston accent.
It's gonna be Nature Boy no matter what you do. No. I love how like Boston was like the thing I put on there, just because I was like, this sounds boring and nobody's gonna pick it, and it was the one I was not prepared to do, and I just didn't bother thinking about it because I was like, nobody's gonna pick this. It sounds boring compared to the other ones. And of course, it's what people did.
You shouldn't have asked them if you wanted to get a puppy.
I can't remember what the other options were, but like, and then I couldn't stop laughing, which just made it worse.
Or better, depending how you look at it.
The real reason we can't do a third giveaway is that it's basically the end of stream time. It's 9 o'clock.
Is it already?
It's
All right,
9 o'clock.
One last little bit. See if this is gonna work.
You're gonna do banks down? Or?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like baked under a thing. Like, I think it'll be cool.
Probably.
I mean,
it makes it feel like the cavern crept over the base, which is interesting. As opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, it should be the other way around, but I think it's just gonna look neat. It's a rule of cool rules. But if we're trying to illustrate how you can play, like how you can use this stuff with other pieces, I think it's a nice. I hope it'll be a nice transition.
Baba. What are the emojis? Banks? Oh, got it. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it now.
Did we do the large banks in Underdoom or no?
We did. They should be here.
Mm.
We, a couple months ago, I think the January restock, because the banks ended up getting delayed a bunch. It was supposed to be the Thanksgiving, and then it slid back a ton. We got Ice and Underdoom. We should have Ice and Underdoom banks in every.
Where are the large ones then?
They just came. Yeah, they just came out a couple months ago. We should have them here.
This is the perfect.
They might not be opened yet. Let me see.
Yeah, he's one large boy.
We took pictures.
Yeah. Nothing's surefire around here. Or do I just do that? Let's see. I don't love any of these. Something like that. Huh. That's a fun transition. Whose idea was Underdoom? That was brilliant. Yes, this is one of the reasons this stream is awesome. We get so many good ideas that we get to steal. Any luck?
They're here somewhere.
Yeah, the somewhere is the tricksy part. I think I might go all the way out here. Let's just try a bank out here. Let's just push it. Gotta get another bank beat. You found them? Oh, they're not even in the archive. The best.
At least one of each. The ones that were taken up for photos were just left like
Thanks.
there, and I found some other short ones. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, so this could go around the... I know there's not a lot of space on this table, turns out.
No, there's really not.
Flaw in the design, clearly. So what do we have? It's already 9 o'clock. So what do we have coming up? Tomorrow is Hobby Hang, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Hamster's gonna do some more. People had questions about like custom paint schemes and the like. He's gonna try some fun, wild stuff with the pieces. Potentially some alt paint schemes, and he may or may not have some of those stretch goal pieces that people are curious about. I think I saw that might be what he's messing around with tomorrow. So if you're curious about those, you should be doing that. And then on Friday, we're going to be playing, Miles and Hamster are going to be playing 5 Parsecs from Home, which game we picked up at Adepticon. Looks really sick. Uses terrain really well. We think it's going to be a very fun little thing. And like combat should really only be like an hour as well, like tops. So it should be something we can get through like pretty easily.
Should be neato.
Yes.
All right. Well, we made some progress.
I think this is most of the build, yeah.
So it'll be fun as you guys get to see this when the compatibility bill comes out. You were here for the Genesis. All right. So and then next week this thing ends. This time next week, Friday, Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, basically, like we just passed the 1 week mark when we started the stream, basically. Huh. That's wild to think about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really wild to think about.
Yeah. We're excited to see
Wednesday or Tuesday. Wednesday. The stream ends on not stream.
Wednesday.
The campaign ends on Wednesday.
We end on Wednesday.
Oh God. Yeah.
My mom said you need to get some sleep. She watched the.
She's watching it.
No, the last day was it was the 2 weeks ago. It was before we even had gone to Adepticon.
Man, when I'm getting called out by other moms, that's pretty rough.
That's what their job is.
Yeah.
And one day you will understand when you're a mom.
Yeah, someday.
All right. So we'll get out of here. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for all the good ideas. Thanks for all the good questions. Thanks for all the good vibes. Congrats to all the winners. We have 2 more giveaways on Friday. One tomorrow and a double giveaway on Friday. No streams this weekend. And then we'll stream that last week and see what we can do. Go take this thing home.
Oh yeah.
Hop in the Falcon and fly.
All right. Good night, everybody. But he's just way off camera. All right. Goodbye. Good night, everybody.
Bye.